Hello, welcome to Midweek Chill with Leo Bray on behalf of Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center. Visit us on the web at urbanyoga.org or on Facebook at Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center to check out the schedule, which can change month to month. New month is starting up on Saturday, just a couple of days away. And also at either of those web locations, you can make contributions in the tip jar. These online offerings on Zoom and on YouTube are donation-based. So this evening, no one has logged on to Zoom to join me. So I take these opportunities to make shorter videos because our friends who use our YouTube library like to have some shorter selections. So with no live students here, I make a shorter video. And then when you come to our YouTube library to look for a practice and you don't have an hour to give to it, you can find some other things. Get your yoga fix in whatever time you've got. Sometimes, let's be honest, we look for a yoga video to practice with based on how long the video is. Maybe it's not the only criteria, but it's one of the considerations. Get comfortable. Maybe that's sitting. You don't have to sit the way I'm sitting. Maybe it's kneeling. Maybe it's lying down. Doesn't matter what position you start in, because we start just grounding, turning into our breath, tuning into our breath, pardon me. So if you want to close your eyes as you get comfortable, there's no need to be perfectly still, because comfortable can be a moving target. Allow yourself to shift around and remain comfortable. Closing your eyes can help you focus. It's not for everyone, so it's not required either. The only thing required here is the breath. Notice your breath. And just noticing your breath invites it to get slower and deeper. This doesn't take any tricks or special techniques. Yes, sometimes we do specific breathing exercises, but in any practice, we can start by just paying attention to the breath. As it gets deeper and slower, feel your contact with the ground, whatever's touching the ground, however you've positioned yourself. Whatever else you're touching. I'm sitting on yoga blocks and touching my mat. That's what I feel. Maybe you're situated so that you feel the floor surface outside of your mat. Maybe you're using some other props. Just notice whatever is reaching your senses. It could be the feeling of your clothing on your skin. I've got a nice breeze out here. It could be the air moving in your practice space. Whatever it is. Take in your environment as I take in mine. And yours, of course, includes the sounds from mine. And when your eyes are open, the visual. Scan your body head to toe to take in whatever sensations are going on in your body that maybe are independent from what you're touching and what's going on around you. Notice whatever there is to be noticed, just as we did with the external. Particularly noticing anything that doesn't feel so good. You can keep these things in mind, knowing that you're welcome to skip or modify anything in practice. Everything can be considered optional except for the breathing. And that you can always modify. A moment ago, I yawned. You don't have to stifle a yawn or anything else that comes up, a cough, a sneeze, a belch. Let's take 3 deep cleansing breaths and start to move around a bit. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth with a sighing sound. Sometimes there's a big yawn mixed into your clearing breaths, and that's okay too. You can let your eyes open if they're still closed. We're going to go through just some seated practice this evening. Maybe we'll just come back right to where we started instead of lying down in Shavasana. Let your arms hang loosely by your sides. Knocking over your water bottle is optional. Let those shoulders be slack. Let the arms stay disengaged. Let them hang. Raise your right shoulder up. Slide it back and let it down. And then your left shoulder up and back and down. Let your chin come down towards your chest. Gently and slowly start to roll your head in circles, bringing your ear towards your shoulder, looking up towards the sky, on over towards the other shoulder. Maybe challenge yourself to go as slowly as you can. No matter how slowly we might be going, we can ask, can I slow down even more? Let's change direction. Of course, if while you're circling you encounter any tight spots in your neck, you can pause to rock back and forth at those tight spots. Might help them out more than simply circling. A little focused movement. Anywhere you detect a need for some increased attention. When you finish the next circle, raise your chin, face forward. Reach your arms out to the side. On an exhale, reach for your shoulder blades and hug yourself. Like that for some deep breaths, or if it's in your practice, you can come to eagle arms. That's where you intertwine your arms, press your hands together. If you can't press the palms of your hands together, maybe it's the backs of your hands. Maybe you just hug your shoulder blades instead. If you're an eagle, reach up and forward through your elbows and your hands like this. Inhale, open up. As you exhale, cross the opposite way and take some more deep breaths into the space between your shoulder blades. Inhale, open up. Exhale, twist to the left. Take a couple breaths. Inhale, face front. As you exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, face front. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, arms out and up overhead. Interlace your fingers. Turn your palms up. Reach your palms up. Look up at your hands. Lift your heart. With an inhale, bring yourself upright. Exhale, let your arms out and down. Just rest your fingertips on the ground, staying nice and long in your spine. Inhale, raise your right arm up alongside your head. Exhale, reach to the left, lean into your left hand. Keep both cheeks on the ground. Let your head be wherever your neck is comfortable, and breathe length into your right side. We can lengthen everything from these fingertips down to that right hip. Maybe you play with different positions here to see where your neck feels most comfy, because maybe there's more than one position that's comfortable. Inhale, slowly come upright. As you exhale, come into a twist. Right hand on the ground behind you, just the fingertips, left hand to right leg. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist some more. With each exhale, see if there's further to go, working your way up from the waist. Just find how much twist is sufficient. Not a contest. Let yourself unwind, come through center. Inhale, lift your left arm up. And as you exhale, reach to the right again. Just see where your neck is comfortable. Inhale to come upright. As you exhale, come into that other deeper twist. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, see about twisting some more. Maybe one side is easier than the other. Doesn't matter if there's a difference from one side to the other. It's fine. It's natural to notice these same things. We don't need to equalize each side. Let yourself unwind. Rest your hands on your legs, your knees or your thighs. Inhale, bring your heart forward. Let your head go back. Exhale, draw your heart back. Let your head tip forward and down. And just follow your breath. You don't have to breathe at the pace that I do. And after the next exhale, sit upright again. Let's go to the lower body and legs. Lift a leg. I'm just taking the one in front. Doesn't matter which one you start with. We'll do both. Let your arms and your hands do the work. So let the leg and the foot be limp and passive. With the opposite hand, interlace your fingers between your toes. Slowly and gently move your foot in circles. Explore opening up this ankle. Again, maybe challenge yourself to go even slower. Same direction. Release your toes. Use both arms, both hands to support the weight of the whole leg. So feel for your femur hanging in your hip socket. This is the biggest joint in the human body. And make some circles with that entire leg. And sure, maybe they're not circles. Some roundish shapes, right? The hip is a ball and socket joint. So it's, round movements. Let's change direction. Now let's let this leg down. Lift, support the other one. Grab those toes. Sometimes this is the hardest part. You have big hands. Got to get your fingers between your toes. Gentle, slow circles first to the ankle. Then in the other direction. Release your toes. Support the weight of the whole leg again. Feel the femur hanging in the hip socket. And move that in circular motion. Is it any different than saying circles? I don't know. Circuitous movement. Sometimes when there are no students live on Zoom, I just get fixated on a word or something. Let's change direction. Now let that leg down. Rest your hands in front of you. Walk them forward as far as you want. Now that doesn't have to be as far as you can. Maybe that is how far you want. Let your neck disengage, let your head hang down. You can think of breathing into your back or breathing into any place you feel tension. Inhaling slowly, walk your hands back, take your time, press yourself upright. Now, if you would like to lie down in Shavasana, corpse pose, or take any position you like, you're welcome to. Oh, pardon me. I am going to, as I suggested earlier, include practice in the posture I started in. It's more important to be comfortable for integrating practice than to be in any particular shape. So we use the word Shavasana. It means corpse pose, and that's when we lie flat, the feet splayed apart, arms by our sides, the classic closing posture where we get comfortably still and absorb the benefits of practice with the integration pose or phase or both. But any pose, I think. I was taught, and I believe any pose will do. So we use Shavasana to name the pose, but also Shavasana is this still quiet place that we come to conclude practice. And if you like to, you can close your eyes. You can choose to focus on your breathing, same way we started practice. Select something else to focus on. Or allow yourself to not specifically focus on anything in particular. Just be here breathing in your comfortable position. Start to take some even deeper breaths. And if you like, start to move around a bit. You don't have to be in corpse pose in order to enjoy some movement. Coming gently and slowly out of the integration phase. When you're ready, you can bring your hands to your heart if you like. Thank you for joining me in practice. The light within me sees and honors that same light within you. Namaste.